Isn't this wonderful? Look around, look around. Look at how this space brings us all together. Diverse levels, but we're all together in one community. But it also celebrates difference and divergence. Come back on a weekday and you'll find over here some students debating the political future of Central Asia. Up higher where it's a little warmer, they'll be worrying about global warming. And at the very top where it's highest of all, they're reading Kant's Critique of Pure Reason. You have all these different activities that happen in this space, and it's wonderful. Now, on behalf of the board, I have to thank many people, but they've only given me 5 minutes. I assumed that was a misprint, that I would, I'm a professor of philosophy. I'm hardwired to talk for 55 minutes. So I prepared accordingly. But Andrew assures me that it was intended that I would only have 5 minutes. It wasn't a mistake. So the only defense against the 5-minute rule is the 2-minute trick. Say each sentence in half the time of the preceding sentence, and then I can render a denumerably infinite number of thank yous in 2 minutes. Well, I can't do that, can I? So I'm going to use my 5 minutes by marveling at your creation, Henry, and thereby celebrating the people who contribute to it. The building, I'm not talking about the building, I'm talking about the concept behind the building. The building's a mere concretization of the concept. It's concepts that guide our activities and our lives. And the concept behind this building is one uniquely appropriate to a university with the values of AUCA. Open. Look how open it is. And how it's going to maximize interaction and collaboration. Everyone's going to be moving around, leading to critical discussion and hopefully the rational exchange of ideas. Openness without private places maximizes interaction. An interaction between student and student, faculty and faculty, student and faculty, all of this will lead to the realization of the goals of open democratic society. Now, this isn't the first time that there's been a new conceptualization of the space appropriate for a university. But it's pretty rare. In fact, the last time it happened was in 1284, when they started to construct colleges in Oxford. And they constructed them in a quadrangle shape, with a common space in the center, grassy lawn, and they didn't have private rooms like here. They had what they called common rooms. So this maximizes the interaction. People met in the quad to consider ideas, to have intellectual exchanges. I mean, unfortunately, a corruption set in a couple of hundred years later, and Oxford lost this aspect. They even went to the point of people have private rooms with 2 doors. You're not even allowed to knock on someone's room unless the outer door is open. Then you can knock. So people, faculty go away and hide away for years there. But this isn't going to happen here. There's not going to be any such degeneration here. Henry's creation is going to maximize the incentive to collaboration, to exchange, to intellectual interaction. But what he's done is he's given us a quadrangle with a roof. You see, it's pretty hopeless in Oxford because it's raining half the time. So intellectual life comes to a halt. But here, we can do it 365, in this wonderful space. And this interaction and collaboration in this space is going to contribute to the open critical debate that is so needed in the modern world. So thank you, all of you who contributed to this project, and thank you, Henry, for having